Hi, I'm Joe Chu, one of the engineering leads on the Microsoft Band team. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a web tile for your Microsoft Band. First, let's talk about what is a web tile. Web tile is a simple way to bring information on the web that you care about onto your wrist. You only need to make it once with our tool, and it will work on most smartphones, whether it's Windows Phone, Android phones, or iPhones. The Microsoft Health app that comes with the band will manage the web tiles and refreshes the data to keep the information up to date. Now, you may know that we have shipped a native band SDK for all three mobile platforms as well. So why not use them to create these tiles? While you certainly could do that, WebTile is specifically designed to make creating informational tiles fast and simple. There's no need to develop any mobile applications. You don't even need to install anything on your PC. You just need a web browser to use our tools. And the web tiles you create works on all supported smartphones. WebTile works particularly well for displaying customized web-accessible content on your band. Examples are news, weather, sports scores, anything that comes with an RSS or Atom feed, or any online XML or JSON data source. Some web services return data in JSON format and can also be used as WebTile data sources. WebTile support notification, so if a predefined condition is met, WebTile can buzz your band and bring your attention to events such as breaking news. Now, let's peek under the hood to see what makes a web tile. It is a simple zip file with a .webtile extension that contains a manifest JSON file. This manifest describes your data source and how you want to extract part of the data source and how you want to display them on your band. It also contains some icon images that you can use as part of the tile. The Microsoft Health app will make the web tile come to life and bring information to your wrist as you designed. Okay, let's create a web tile together. We're going to show you how to create a web tile from Bing News RSS feed for a specific topic of our choice. Before we dive into tile creation, we need to decide what kind of data source we are going to use for our web tile. I think news will be a great example. We all have topics that we care about, and you can try this out with your favorite topics as well. Bing News can return news search result as an RSS feed, so it's a perfect data source for news. Here, I have searched for keyword IoT on Bing News. On the action pane, there is a link that will return the RSS feed for this search result. Let's copy down this URL, and we will use this later as our data source. To start the web tile creation, let's go to the authoring tool at the developer.microsoftband.com/webtile. When you visit this page, take a look around as it contains great resources for creating your own web tiles. To proceed, we will click on Get Started button. The authoring tool takes you through a simple 5-step process to create your own web tile. The first step is to choose a tile type. If you have an RSS or Atom data source, the feed tile is the most appropriate. If you are using a JSON or XML data type, you can use single or multiple page tile type. These options are good for things like sports score, personal to-do list, and home security system status. Today, we will show you how to create a feed tile with the Bing News RSS feed. As for layout, you can see that we offer many different choices for different information display. For news, scoring text layout is the most useful. Let's use that. In this second step, we will paste in the RSS feed URL that we copied earlier. The third step is the main authoring step that will determine how your tile will look like. On the left, the tool gives you a preview pane of how the information will look like on your band. On the right, the tool gives you a general structure of how your data source look like, and we want to show the RSS feed item title in the header and the item description in the main text area. So what we would do is we simply drag the title into the canvas area, and we'll drag the description into the main text area. And just like that, we can preview roughly how much a user will see and when would they need to start scoring to see more text. And if you want, you can also type additional text in the text template. Next step is optional. You can decide if you want to buzz the band to notify the user with a notification if certain condition is met. As an example, let's set up a few keywords where we will notify user when certain keyword has appeared in our news title. Here, we have set up an alert. When the title contains Cisco, this alert would fire. It's also possible to set up multiple alerts, and only the one that's matching will fire. So here, we can set up multiple companies of interest, which whenever the one appears on the title, user will be notified. This is the last step. Let's put some finishing touch on this web tile. You can choose custom color or simply use the theme color that's already in use on the band. Specify the basic information for the band and pick some icons. For the icons, please follow the instruction and upload the correct file format and the correct size. I have prepared a couple icons that are ready to upload. If you are just testing things out, you can also leave the icon field as is and use the default icons we provide. Alright, we have just created our first web tile. You can preview how the icons will show up on your band and download your web tile here. On the left, you can also get a quick preview on how the band will show up with content. Let's save our web tile package, and we are going to give our web tile a spin shortly. But before we do that, let's peek under the hood to see what actually got generated for us. To open the web tile package, we just quickly add .zip extension to the tile package. This will allow us to open the tile package. Here is the manifest JSON file. Visual Studio Code is the perfect editor for editing a JSON file. So let's open it with Visual Studio Code. As you can see, this is the general structure of a web tile manifest. All the information that you specified in previous authoring steps is neatly captured in this web tile manifest. It's also possible to manually edit this file. Just remember, you need to extract all the files out from a zip file first, save, and then re-zip them back up if you choose to manually edit them. All right, so let's restore this web tile package and email it to ourselves. So here, we will email the web tile package to ourselves, and we will view this web tile on our band to resume the installation. Right now, you can see that I'm projecting my phone and my band screen on my PC. I have just emailed WebTile package to myself. Let me show you how easy it is to install the WebTile. In my Winbox, the WebTile has just arrived as an attachment. Simply click on the WebTile to install it. Microsoft Health app will appear to handle the installation process. On the installation page, you can see the name and also the data source of the WebTile, so you can determine if it's safe to install the tile. Once you click on Install, you can see on the bin that the WebTile will start to appear. Here, you see, one of our notifications was just triggered because in the newsfeed there is a news title matching the condition that we set. In here, we will see the badge indicate there are 8 new items in the feed. We will only show the up to 8 latest items. And here you can see the data has been refreshed and you now have IoT News WebTile on your band. The WebTile can be easily managed in the Microsoft Health app as well. Here you can see all the tile you installed can easily be toggled on and off from Microsoft Health app. Alright, this is the end of our demo. Here are some additional resources to help you get started with Microsoft Band WebTiles. WebTile documentation and samples are available at our developer portal. The Microsoft Band team monitors our Stack Overflow tag and user voice page for your input and questions. You can also reach us at healthms@microsoft.com. Thank you, and we can't wait to see what you can create with WebTiles.